Created by Celestial Being. Pilot name, Alleluia Haptism. Specialty, speed above all else. GN003. This is the MasterGrade Gundam Kyrios. Reborn! 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 Welcome back, everybody, to the direct sequel in my new series. Now, I always wanted to do a video for Kyrios and Dynames because they're kind of like war buddies, but I figured they deserve their own videos. And sorry, I don't have an orange tie. This isn't Halloween. Now, in my last video, I said that the Kyrios was just as good, if not better, than the Dynames. Did I know what I was talking about? Let's find out. It's go time. Ready? So here's the MasterGrade Kyrios out of box, and a few things you'll notice right away. It's spiky, it's lean, and it's orange. It's not very often you see an orange-colored mobile suit, especially one that really knows how to rock that color scheme. This Gundam has a unique Claw of Death weapon, as well as a decent beam rifle and 2 beam sabers. But the most unique thing about this Gundam is its transformation to flight mode. This is a pretty convincing transformation. It's easy to pull off and not too strenuous on the kit. You can still see the Gundam on the underside, but that's how these things tend to work. Let's just look at the transformation now before I have to take this thing apart. The gist of what you're doing here is flipping the plane nose up and over the head, make sure that fin on the back of the head fits through, the shoulders move up and lock onto the nose, the arms and legs rotate 90 degrees, and the blades in the knees move down to become the wings. And then you clip the shield over the wing, which was a bit odd to me, but that's what they do in the TV show, so I won't question it. Here's another look at the flight mode, and that stand is holding on for dear life. This is pretty sweet looking, but keep in mind that transforming kits tend to be a bit frail compared to those that do not. Now for the disassembly. I knew I'd be taking off quite a bit this time, but I didn't think it'd be damn near everything, and there's a lot. Making sure to peel off any stickers along the way, and using my tools to the best of my ability. Oh, this piece kind of pissed me off. Get this shit out of my face. You can tell I'm starting to lose patience and parts just start flying all over the place. But we made it through in one piece, and it's time to get spraying. Gotta prime things up first because I really need this orange to stick. I tried to find the most obnoxious color of orange possible. That way when I put this kit next to Dynames, they can be Dumb and Dumber together. Yep, it does look pretty obnoxious. I feel like this is a color I've been needing for a long time. It's just a tad darker than white and perfect for a space mobile suit. Starting to work up a sweat already. Don't look at my nipples. This time I'm resisting the urge to use any gold and just settling for a dark yellow. Very nice. There's only 3 red parts in total, so I'm just gonna get them in a bouquet and hit them all at once. This can's getting dirty. That means we've been working. Just using gunmetal on a few black parts, nothing crazy. Similar story for the light gunmetal, mostly for the rifle and a few small armor parts. I'm using gloss aluminum to make subtle highlights in the armor. It looks pretty close to the gray, but I'm hoping it'll still be able to stand out. Gonna do a quick speed build here, and man, that camera is swaying. I think it's time to get a new recording stick. Overall, the colors came out pretty well, but the orange had some trouble in the heat, and it took a few sprays to get it right. The nose of the plane is held on by 2 measly pegs, so I'm gonna use a little glue just to make sure it stays on. Let that sit for a minute. As for the rest of the kit, didn't have much of a problem, and the aluminum on top of the gray looks pretty nice in my opinion. I'm glad I didn't just go for white, because I think the orange pops a lot better when you've got a little contrast going on. And here's a before and after, and you guys are probably thinking, wow, it looks exactly the same. To which I say, yeah, but that's what the detailing is for. Got some replacement water slides, same brand as I used for Dynames. And man, I had a bitch of a time with some of these. You got these long, thin ones that get twisted up if you're not too careful, and you really do have to fight them into place. Eventually you just gotta say, yeah, that's good enough, because there aren't duplicates for a lot of these, and I had to scrap a few because they got ruined during the transfer. The smaller ones, though, I had a much easier time with, and I'm thankful for that. Got another long one here, and I'm trying desperately to get the whole thing onto the plastic. Laid it down pretty good, but I want to make sure it's not bunched up and it matches the other side as close as possible. These are sick looking though, really adds some nice personality to the kit. I didn't go too hard with the decals because I knew the panel lining was going to do the heavy lifting this time. I mean, this leg just pops so much better already. Even in areas with minimal lining, I still think the difference is notable. Next up, we're going to get a look at Kyrios in action, then go over articulation, and I'll give you my verdict. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's take a couple of minutes for articulation. You got some dynamic neck movements, just like the Dynames. Adjustable fin on the head for happy or sad. The plating in the chest can open or close. Breathable shoulder joints, is that the right word for it? Independent shoulder movements, and the arms hang down from the shoulders. They loosened up a bit after painting. Adjustable wings on the back. As far as waist movement goes, you're really limited due to the blocky waist armor on the back. You still get some good back and forth and a bit of wiggle. Waist armor in the front is pretty good, but tends to pop off. You get the full spread eagle. Beautiful. Simply incredible. Knee blades pop out for adjustment and lock back into place. You've got some pop-out thrusters on the sides, and all you gotta do is press down on either side. It's decent. Moving ankle guards, separate from the feet. And the feet get just a bit of movement, not too much. The plane section only moves up and down, and the GN drive is sandwiched in between. Even though the design is pretty good, this kit can feel a bit crowded in some areas. It's stuck in there pretty good, and uh-oh. It's only got one side for an LED, which is fine by me because it's not like I'm made of these things. Also, the LED is not included in the kit. Let's look at the weapons. The beam rifle isn't just one hunk of plastic, but it's not much more than that. Decent looks, but no interactivity. The GN shield is more than the name implies. You can see I had some rough spots from painting on the front and back. It's unfortunate. The front section of the shield opens up to form the claws. This looks pretty cool, but there isn't much holding these on and they can pop off a little too easily. The blade doesn't do anything other than look pretty. You've got a little extendo arm in the midsection, and you can tilt the claw up, but I never had a reason to use this. You can pop this weapon on the back of either arm with two tiny pegs. This weapon has a bit of weight to it, so there's a lot of faith that's going into those pegs. And the paint added so much weight that Kyrios can't hold this weapon up to save its life. That covers everything. Let's wrap this up. The MasterGrade Kyrios is another excellent entry for the 00 franchise, but it's not without its faults. In terms of aesthetic, this is easily a 10. Kyrios don't need your attention, because it already has it. The transformation is solid and actually worth putting on display. The LED functionality is nice and adds to that coolness factor. And as for the weapons, they're not bad. When it comes to drawbacks, the design of this kit naturally has a bit of clutter. It's not horrible, but things do get in the way of each other. And being a transforming kit, it's not as robust in some areas as you'd probably like it to be. If you want to modify your Kyrios like I did, prepare to have your patience tested. When it was all said and done, I was thinking this kit falls just shy of a 9, but I can acknowledge that my tampering probably had some consequences. But no, this kit is awesome, and was absolutely worth the effort. I just hope I never have to mess with this thing again. And that's all for today, folks. Here's the shot of Dumb and Dumber again, the two brightest crayons in the whole box. It sure was nice to revisit these gems, but next time I'm going to be building something completely new, and I'm very excited for it. Next time we're going to be looking at the Kotobukiya Zero, because I've been needing my Mega Man fix. Let me know if you guys liked the video, and please do subscribe. I'm so close to 500, man. Thanks again for watching, have a good one, and I'll see you guys again soon. RynZero out.